Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make a very unique Easter basket, and we're going to use this 2-liter bottle, and this one was mug root beer. And what you want to do is you're going to, of course, drink whatever's inside, and then you're going to wash it out with soap and water, rinse it out, let it dry, and then you'll also want to remove the covering here. It's very easy. Just peel that off. And I already went ahead and did this one. Now this one is a little bit bigger. This is a Fago 2.5 liter bottle, which is a little bit bigger than the 2 liter. So, and I figured I'd better make Jessie's a little bit bigger because I have a little bit more stuff to put in hers. Okay, so let me show you the ones that I finished already. So this is her roommate, Nick. This is his Easter basket. And then this one is her boyfriend Marty's Easter basket. Isn't it cute? Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you're going to keep the lid because you can actually mail these in the mail with the United States Postal Service. They will mail them. I've mailed quite a few over the years. But this one I'm going to actually put in a box and put all 3 of them in a big box and mail them to Jessie. Just because I want them to all arrive at the same time. So what I did is I'm going to take a knife. You can use a pair of scissors too, and if you're a little stamper, have your mom and dad do this, of course, because this is really sharp. And you're going to cut a U-shape opening here on the side of the bottle. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, alright, so there's your opening. This is what we're going to use to put our candy and our Easter grass and everything inside of that bottle. So I'm using the purple grass, but on Nick's I used yellow. And then on Marty's I used the green. One, because I don't want anybody to see inside of this bottle. If I was actually mailing this, it would be too cute and everybody would be seeing what's inside of it and it might not make it to its destination. So I want to camouflage the end so nobody else can see what's inside. And then plus it's Easter and it just makes it look like an Easter basket, don't you think? Alright, so let's go ahead and stuff a little bit of the Easter grass inside the bottle. And I'm just going to put some at the end and at the top. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm kind of making like a little cradle here because all the candy is going to be in the center of the bottle. And then the Easter grass is going to be at the top and the bottom. And of course, I'm really not too concerned about anybody else seeing what's inside because I'm mailing it in a box. Alright, so I think that that's pretty good. And then also for a tip, you might want to take some tape and just kind of prop this open to the other side so it's easier to maneuver to get all your candy inside there. Alright, so now I have a bag of goodies and I am going to attempt to get all this Easter candy into Jessica's bottle. And you can probably tell what her favorite candy is. These little Reese's white eggs are her favorite. And then also these are her favorite too, cookies and cream. And then I went ahead already, and you've seen the video yesterday of the candy jar. I put money and extra candy inside of there. And then I also made her a little gift card with the gas card. So that's going to go inside there. Put that back on there. And then also I made a bag of jelly beans with the bag. So hopefully all this is going to fit in her little basket. And then I went ahead already and made the little tag, which I made all 3 of them. The same one, but I just made like a color coordinating tag for each bottle. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and attempt to put all this candy inside that bottle. I'm going to start with the jar first because that's the biggest. So I'm just going to slide this in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. there. Let me get that into there. Oh my gosh, is it gonna fit? And then this is just gonna slide right in here. I think it all fits. Oh my gosh, it's huge. That's why I went with the bigger bottle, the 2.5 liter, just because I knew it was gonna be a little bit more stuff in hers. Okay, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead, and if you taped it, you know, to hold it open, just go ahead and remove that tape. Okay, so now what is so awesome about this bottle is everybody that receives it, even when I sent them through the mail, the post office would be like, how did you get all that stuff in there? It's like a mystery. Okay, so then this is the opening. And of course you can go ahead and tape it shut. So I'll put a little piece here. And you can see it all fit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off. I'm gonna add some extra candy along all these empty spaces, because that's what I did with the other two. So I'm not gonna actually finish it with you on the video, but I will post the picture of it at the end of the video so you can see it when it's totally done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that candy later. So let me show you what you would do next. Is I'm using a piece of the designer paper from Sweet Dreams, and this piece is cut at 7 by 12, and then you're going to need another piece cut at 7 by 4.5, because the paper doesn't quite wrap around the whole bottle like that. So you're going to need an extra piece right here to fill in the gap. All right, and I would use sticky strip right here. Let me show you that. I would put sticky strip. Let me go ahead and make up the strip here for you. Show you exactly what I did. One of the sides. And then you're going to extend your designer paper, just like that. Let me put it down here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some sticky strip on this side here. Okay, and then what I would do is I would take the bottle, got that grass everywhere. Okay, so then I would take the opening part of the bottle right here, and this is where I would put the seam of the designer paper. So when you're giving this to somebody, you can say, you can start tearing the paper at the seam where the paper is connected, because that's where the opening is. Okay, so I would take the sticky strip, peel it off, put it right here, and then I would wrap it around, just like that, and adhere it down, just like that. Okay, so then once that's done, then I would take the Scotch tape and I would just put tape around the top and also the bottom. And then if you wanted to, you could also add, instead of designer paper, you could put the brown paper, just wrap that really good, put the address right on the bottle, and then tape over that, and then you can mail it. But I would put more Easter grass around this edge so they can't see what's inside. That's the whole idea. You want it to be a surprise. Plus, you don't want anybody else to see it's inside. All right, so then this is Jessica's. And then this is what, with the designer paper, I went with the crisp cantaloupe. Now I just tie this little tag on hers. And of course, I'm going to write their name on the back of the tag for each of them. And then I went ahead and did a little water bottle, which you can see. It's smaller. But this one holds all this kind of candy inside. So these would be a cute gift to give to your post office, your mail lady, your neighbors, you know, a bunch of kids in the neighborhood. It's really cute to use your water bottle, you know, for recycling. Okay, so let me show you the other ones again. So here's Marty's, and then here's Nick's. Okay, so that's it. That's how you make that Easter basket with the 2-liter bottle. We'll see you later. Bye.